Okay, okay. We are back. This time we're back with Lorde. Yes, the Lord, Holy Savior, Jesus Christ himself. I'm kidding. No, but Lord. I don't know too much of her new stuff. I've heard some stuff and it's cool, but I know Pure Heroine and all those classic tracks. I remember I used to listen to that a lot back in high school, dude. White Teeth Teens, Tennis Court, what's that? A World Alone. You can go Royals. What was the other one? Glory, Guts and Glory or something. I feel like that was like a soundtrack for like a Hunger Games or something, or maybe that's what it felt like. I don't remember. But Pure Heroine was fire back in the day. I'm not too familiar with their newer stuff, but someone said, check out this one. So you know what, man, let's check it out. Man. Let's get a little insight.
Hey, Lorde.
Hi.
So why don't we explain why we're in the Bronx at the New York Botanical Garden today?
We're answering 73 questions.
Yes,
Botanical
we are.
Garden.
And first question, where is your favorite place to perform in New York?
I like the Apollo Theater in Harlem.
It's a great theater. And what does New York do better than any city, not just in the USA, but the entire world?
Treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen.
And when you're traveling and far away from home, what do you miss about
Treat
New
them
Zealand?
me.
Literally every single thing, but mostly the beaches and the parks and the food.
I can imagine.
It is so crazy. I always forget that she's from, like, she has the accent. I've also seen some people say, like, they're from New Zealand, and when they travel certain places, like, when someone checks their passport, they're like, New Zealand? That's not a real place. Like, there's actually people, I think it's, like, in the EU somewhere, that don't know that New Zealand exists or something, and it's not on their maps either. And I always thought that was crazy. Like, we're in 2023, and how are we still getting that confused? I don't know. I
Mostly
find that wild.
the beaches and the parks and
Ox.
I can imagine. And speaking of home, I heard you have a favorite song that your dad used to sing as a lullaby when you were a kid. What song is that?
food. Moonshadow by Cat Stevens.
That's a good one.
I don't
What
know
was a
that.
job you wanted to do when you were 5 years old?
I loved The Far Side by Gary Larson, and I wanted to be a cartoonist, which is
Oh.
crazy because I'm not funny.
For some reason, I'm having a hard time believing that. So what was the first song you loved to
dude.
sing?
The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
And
Ooh.
did you always know that you wanted to be a solo artist?
I did.
What surprised you the most about pop stardom?
That right when you can afford to buy anything you want, you get given everything for free. It doesn't make any sense. Don't give us
Isn't
free
that-
stuff.
Isn't that crazy? That's so crazy because it's true, dude. That's true, dude. All these designer brands collabing and all these, rich people that can afford anything, they just get free stuff that's super expensive. Like,
Sounds pretty good.
This is so beautiful.
It's gorgeous here.
Wow.
I know. So when did you realize that Royals was going to be such a big hit?
The first weekend we put it out, I went on the SoundCloud, and all these people who I
The
didn't know were
SoundCloud.
listening to it. And I think I realized this is bigger than just me and my friends.
It was a lot bigger.
that's kind of like what happened with Billie Eilish, right? She put Ocean Eyes. No, her brother put Ocean Eyes on SoundCloud, and that shit blew up. And I forget, the only reason why they put it on SoundCloud was because it was like for a class project, I think. And, they wanted to share it with the class, so they had to upload it somewhere. I remember hearing that. I forget where I heard that, but I was like, that's really cool. So even her, she went SoundCloud, really?
And I think I realized
Huh.
this is bigger than just me and my friends.
It was a lot bigger than just you and your friends. And what was it like the first time that you heard it on the radio?
Well, I was in my parents' living room. My sister had called the radio station to request it, and I felt very proud but very shy.
Aw.
You have a lot to be you have a lot to be proud of. And what emotion is central to Pure Heroine?
Teen angst,
How about melodrama?
ecstasy.
And you went from
Whoa.
writing about we on your first album to I on your second. Why was that change so important to you?
The first album was so sort of communal. It was about me and my peers. The second one was really just about my experience.
What's your favorite
Makes
song
sense.
to perform from melodrama?
Green light.
And what sample on that album still makes you smile?
She's smiling right now.
There's a tiger's roar that we heard
Oh.
in Sober.
Oh.
But I also love Paul Simon saying, "What is this tape? This is my favorite tape."
So, Lord, you have
I don't know who Paul Simon is, but I know one song, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. And Kid Cudi did a kind of a remix of it, 50 Ways to Make a Record, and it's so beautiful, dude. It's so beautiful, dude. It's so beautiful. It's such a good track, dude. I highly recommend checking it out if you like the original.
Synesthesia.
Yeah.
Wait,
What is this
synesthesia?
tape? This is my
is
favorite
that?
tape.
So, Lord, you have synesthesia.
Yeah.
So what color is pure heroin?
Green.
What
Oh,
color
the
is melodrama?
sounds.
Violet.
What color is solar power?
Gold.
Let's keep moving. It's a beautiful day. We got so
That's
much to
cool.
see. What is one word you would use to describe the new record?
Reverent.
And what is one word you would use
I don't
to
know what
describe
that
making
means.
the record?
This is so cool. It's so
I know, it's gorgeous.
zany, acidy. The word I would use to describe making it, calm.
And one awesome detail is that there's cicada sounds on the single. Are we going to hear a lot of
Cicadas.
cicadas throughout the whole record?
The whole
You
record.
actually will. I started recording cicadas a couple of years ago in New Zealand. They really sound like a New Zealand summer to me, but I didn't know about Brood X at the time, so
Brood X.
I'm ahead of the trend.
So what will the
Brood
video
X.
So what will the videos for Solar Power add to the whole record?
They help to build the universe.
And speaking of videos, I struggle a bit on Google Maps, but are there any hints on where we can find that secret beach that you filmed on?
No.
I thought it okay, so you
Someone
chose
can find
the
it.
Kalina Strata set for your Solar Power video. Why did you pick that?
I thought it was youthful but cool and timeless, and I knew I wanted to wear yellow.
I mean, I think a lot of people wanted to wear yellow because it's sold out after the video was premiered.
I heard about that.
Crazy. And what do you hope?
My favorite colors used to be blue, and then I was like, red's pretty cool, but it seems kind of edgy to like red. But like now, dude, my favorite colors, it's tied. Purple and yellow are like my favorites. I don't know why. I don't know. I want to say purple, but as soon as I say purple, it's like yellow is really good as well. I like purple and yellow. They're the best.
Yellow because it's sold out after the video was premiered.
I heard about that.
Crazy. And what do you hope those people do with their summers?
Make out.
Lord has spoken. How has your style changed since Pure
The
Heroin?
Lord
dropped?
has spoken.
I would say I wear less black, although I am wearing black today.
Can you describe your style?
Half black.
Can you describe your style today in 3 words?
Meticulous construction, sandals.
Okay, that's
That's an interesting like shirt because it's like it's just the sleeves, right? It's just the sleeves. There's nothing there other than the sleeves.
unique.
It's interesting.
And what item of clothing
Oh, the
do you
back.
always have
Okay,
on hand?
right.
Sandals.
And what singer, living or dead, has the best style?
David Bowie.
That's a good answer.
Oh
Now,
wow.
what item of clothing would you say makes you feel most confident when you're taking the stage?
Pants.
And what about in real life?
Suits.
What was the first song that made you cry?
What kind of pants? Pants is a general. I mean, I feel like everyone wears pants on stage.
Clothing would you say makes you feel most confident when you're taking the stage?
Pants.
What
And
kind of
about in real life?
pants?
Suits.
What was the first song that made you cry?
I love wearing a suit.
Perfect Day by Lou Reed. I'd never felt anything like that before.
Every time I think of that song, I think of drinking sangria in a park.
Yeah.
And who is the first musician you met that left you totally starstruck?
Honestly, Taylor.
No
Oh.
surprise? And what album have you listened to the most this year?
I've spent a lot of time with Abbey Road. It's a good one.
That's a really Abbey Road's a really, really good one. And what is the album that you understand on a different level now versus when you were just 15 years old?
I've thought about this, and I feel like I had
That's
a pretty
interesting.
good handle on everything I liked when I was 15. But I'll keep thinking about it.
Okay. And
Interesting.
Graceland was a major influence on melodrama, right?
Yeah.
And what was your favorite song off of that album?
Graceland?
I mean, Graceland or Homeless.
Now, people were surprised that Don Henley also was an inspiration for you.
I don't
What
know
was an
these
artist reference
people.
on Solar Power that might surprise them?
Natalie Imbruglia.
I don't know these people,
And what is the
guys.
best concert you've ever been to?
I want to say Arcade Fire at Coachella. I
Really?
was 17, and I was in the crowd, and I'd never seen anything like it. It was incredible.
They're tremendous performers.
Very good.
And what is the song that you wish?
Did Arcade Fire make that song "Sex on Fire"? I feel like I remember them on like MTV or Much Music or whatever, and like there was that one song I'd always play. I think it's like "Sex on Fire."
Incredible.
They're tremendous performers.
Very good.
And what is a song that you wish you'd written?
Graceland.
Who's an artist that you're dying to collaborate with?
Someone I know,
I
please.
kind of want to talk to Harry Styles.
I do too. What's the best album cover of
That's a
all
good
time?
one.
All things must pass.
That cover. That cover right there. Man on the Moon. Man on the Moon. Psychedelic looking covers are my favorite, dude. I love the psychedelic trippy covers.
And what is the best album cover of all time?
All things must pass.
What's the most important thing that you've learned about producing your own music?
To always trust my instincts because they're always right.
Now, speaking of producers, what's the best advice that you've ever gotten from Jack Antonoff?
Once he said to me, "Don't let me ruin your life more than I already have."
That is valuable.
He's an
What?
And what's the one rule of pop music that you never ever break?
I don't know if there's any that I would.
It's good to break
but
rules, yeah.
Kind of a personal rule is if I'm not feeling that special alchemy when I write a part,
Yeah.
it's got to
Just
go.
don't.
Even if it's right on paper, it's got to go.
Right, right.
It's based
And
instincts.
What do you
Yeah.
think your fans would see as the most surprising thing that you bring with you when you're on tour?
Expensive sheets.
And when were you most vulnerable on stage?
Oh my God, I had this really bad chest infection on tour in Europe once, and I was in Oslo.
How could you even
The
sing at that
Norwegian
point?
royal family were there,
What?
and I couldn't breathe, and I started to panic.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
felt so kind of broken. And
Oh my
raw.
God.
Right.
It was really tough.
Yeah, but you got through it.
A chest
I got through it.
infection.
It's still here.
You did. You are. And
Chest
and ho-
infection's gone.
that's right. And how do you get ready for a big or important performance?
I light a candle, and I like to try.
I feel like, I don't know, the interviewer guy, like, he really just getting his questions out. Like, it seems like, you know, she laughs and, like, I don't know, I get it's a video and there's, like, probably a schedule, but, like, I feel like just let them conversate a little bit, you know, before, like, you move on to the next question, because it's just, like, I feel like she's not done sometimes, and she wants to, you know,
Set an
talk about it a bit
intention,
more.
think about what I want to get out of the show.
Right, right. And what song are you most excited to dance to off of your new record?
California.
I can't wait to hear that, as well as every other song on the album.
Thank you.
What did you learn about pure heroin while touring?
That I had made an album that it was sort of tricky to dance to.
And what about melodrama?
Interesting.
That I had made an album that it was really easy to dance to.
Good observation. Now, recently I heard that you decided to stop releasing music on CD.
Yes.
Now, why was that
Oh.
something that was important to you?
Because everything that I make physically, I want it to be something that I would have in my house. And I don't have any CDs in my house.
That makes sense. And what is something that you do to
So wait, but
connect with...
she still does vinyls, right? Because he would have said vinyls as well. But I get CDs. CDs are kind of like to be honest, even vinyls are outdated. But they made a comeback, and I have a vinyl player, but I just don't even open my vinyls because I like them keeping pristine in there. I'm not going to sell them later on, but I just like having the plastic cover on them and just collecting them because it's like if you love the album cover and you love the album, it's a cool piece of art. It's a piece of art. And CDs, dude, they're tiny little, you know, you can't really display that as an art piece. It's really small. And like CD players, like I don't even know where a CD player is, but like same with vinyl record players. I don't know.
And I don't have any
Vinyls
CDs
are
in my
better.
house.
That makes sense. And what is something that you do to connect with nature every day?
I go
Meditate.
for a big walk. I pretty much do this, but I don't look like this, and it's not always this pretty.
I find it so cool that you took a trip to Antarctica. What was the most important thing that you
That's
learned on that
cool.
trip?
It's honestly kind of hard to put into words, but I feel like I got more of an understanding of the work that the scientists are doing there. They're not trying to prove climate change. They're just checking out the science, taking the measurements, observing, and telling us what's up.
Yeah.
Right.
And also just the raw power of nature.
Man, I would love to travel the world, dude. Like, obviously, I'm broke as fuck, but like, dude, traveling the world would be such a crazy experience, man. Just meeting people, dude. I wish I was rich so I could travel the world.
Well, it seems absolutely beautiful. And what is a cause that you're most passionate about today?
The Things that affect New Zealanders, I think about
Scorpions.
child poverty, bettering the systems that protect Māori, and
Marty.
climate legislation.
Yeah, that's really cool.
This is such a dope flower.
Marty?
Absolutely love.
I
Divine.
don't know what flower that is, but who is your favorite living artist?
Lynette Yaram Boache,
And what's
I
your
do
favorite
not
piece
know
of
that
art in your
person.
home?
my Kay Donachi painting.
All
I do not
and
know that
your mother's
person.
a writer, right? Mm-hmm. How would you say that this impacted you, and what did this teach you about writing?
Just that it's a practice. It's something you have to do over and over to keep being in touch with.
Now,
Right.
speaking of your mom, I heard that she holds on to all your memorabilia from your tours. Is that true?
Literally everything. It's all in our garage.
Now, do you know what you're going to do with all of it one day, or
I have no
Or not.
idea.
good luck? Now, which friend of yours makes you laugh the most?
My friend Francesca,
And which friend would make the best fishing partner?
Fishing.
my dad.
Now, why would you say it's important for you to hibernate in between creating records?
Well, I just have to go and live my life so that I have stuff to write about. So
That's pretty
it's just
based.
sort of mooching and taking time.
And what's your favorite thing to do while you're hibernating?
I did. There's like a little hair up here, like sticking up. Sorry, I just noticed it. It's kind of fun.
I like to cook and I like to be very available for my friends and family because I miss a lot of birthdays when I'm working.
That is a very, very good answer.
Gotta do it.
Now, you described your work as being a conversation with yourself. Are you ever surprised when it resonates with so many other people?
Constantly. It's insane.
Yeah, it means a lot to them. And what do you hope stays the same in your work as you grow as an artist?
That it's still just me trying to one up myself. Hear these sirens? New York City?
Yeah, I noticed the sirens. It's like Grand Theft Auto over here. All right, aisle seat or window seat?
Window.
New York or Los Angeles?
New York.
I feel like I've never been on an airplane, but I feel like everyone would say window. Why would you not want to sit near the window? I guess no, even the armrest because you're supposed to like share. I'd rather be next to the window than sitting next to two strangers. At least you're sitting to one stranger, you know. Plus you get the beautiful view. Like, why would you want to not sit next to the window?
Hear these sirens? New York City?
Grand Theft
I noticed the
Auto.
sirens. It's like Grand Theft Auto over here. All right, aisle seat or window seat?
Window.
New York or Los Angeles?
New York.
New Zealand summer or American summer?
New Zealand.
Restaurant or room service?
Restaurant.
What a
Fleetwood
dumb
Mac
question.
With or without Peter Green?
Why would you want room
great
service?
Question. I'm gonna say without, but with is also incredible.
I'm hoping for a reunion tour. And last question, question number 73. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
And that's a wrap. Thanks so
Hey,
much.
can I ask you a question before we go?
Absolutely.
This is kind of a little weird, but I always wondered what the person doing this was seeing when they're doing this.
True.
Can we show them what I'm seeing? Is that okay?
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
fine, but how about we keep this thing a secret?
That's not him. Where is he? Where is he? He's still holding the camera. There's a crew of people though. Really? They bring in a whole crew of people. Really? I feel like they don't need that many people. Why? I feel like YouTubers can just bring in, you know, they mic them up or something, and you don't even see the mic. It's on the inside of the shirt, and it still sounds very clear. Like, do you really need a whole team of people for this? I don't think so.
Secret between you and me. All right, Lord, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
That's cool though, breaking the fourth wall a little bit, kinda. Huh? Because I was curious too. Like, is it just one guy going in making friends with all these people? No, it's a whole team of people, dude. I kind of like. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like how it's a whole team of people, dude. Lorde could sing her shopping list and it would still be my most listened to song on Spotify. Shopping list. Such an earthly and calming aura. She does. Even though you're watching someone who's known globally, you don't feel uncomfortable, intimidated by, but a nice admiration. She does seem like she's very in tune with like the earth and nature. Don't give us free stuff. She's very honest and authentic. So hard to find in people, especially celebrities. No wonder she and Taylor were our friends. I love how Lorde asked to show the crew. It shows her appreciation for all the people she's working with. Oh, I didn't even think of it like that. Where it's like, you know, you want to give them like their respects and be like, yeah, you guys are also hard workers, you know? This is the first 73 questions that feels like it's not staged. This I love this format, staged or not, but this time the questions were extremely interesting, and it was nice to see Lorde feeling so at ease. I mean, like they said, feels like because they definitely are. I feel like some questions. No, I think that all questions. I don't know. I could be wrong. Because like you would lose track if it was all like off the dome. You would lose track of how many questions you asked. I don't know. Pure Heroine was one of the best albums of all time. It came out when I was 16. Lorde was 17. And it truly felt like she was singing hymns to the end of childhood and bittersweet emotions of it all. When Melodrama came out, I was in New York City discovering what it meant to be free, just as Lorde was. Our generation will forever be grateful for her narration of our experiences. Wow. I just know Lorde showed us the camera crew on purpose. She doesn't want people to get lost in the fantasy. What fantasy? What does this mean? Can I look at the replies here? For sure, I was thinking the same. What do you mean? The fantasy of it being a one-on-one conversation? I feel like everyone knows it's staged, though. Stop it. I kind of anticipated seeing this guy himself, but still, she did what no one else had done before. Seeing the camera guy again? I've been off the internet for so long, her presence still feels natural. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool when like an artist like disappears sometimes. Like not in a bad way, like in a good way, where they're like taking their time away from social media and the internet, and they're out doing their own thing. Because it also creates that like mystery around them, and you're wondering like, what are they up to? It gets you wondering, gets people talking. It's a good move. It's a good move for yourself and for your reputation, I guess, for your iconicness. Anyways, man, this was cool. Lorde's pretty sick, man. You know what? I'll check out some more stuff from Lorde. Suggest some Lorde songs down below. I'll definitely check some out, man. Really cool stuff.